Hello students, welcome to yet another session of the online video classes for English. I am Bangla Bharati, Associate Professor of English, Vivekananda Government Degree College, Vidyanagar, Hyderabad. And today we are going to do the next part of the video lesson, that is the reading passage. We have been doing for the first semester, we have done already 3. Today we are going to look at the 4th video lesson. Let me put up the PowerPoint slide for you. Just a minute. One second. Yeah, let me just put it on the full screen. Full screen, let me do it. Yes, I hope you can now see the full screen of the reading passages part 1. UG, this is for the first and second general English course, first and second semester, that is for the first years. BA, BCom, BBA and BSc of Osmania University. Now a quick preview or review of what you have in your UG syllabus. In the English Made Easy General English textbook, it has 2 parts, part 1 and part 2. Part 1 is for semester 1, part 2 is for semester 2. Each semester has 4 lessons, and that lesson could be a short story, an essay, a poem or a play or a drama. These are followed by language parts, that is grammar, vocabulary and spelling, listening exercises, pronunciation, speaking exercise, conversation, writing, paragraph, note making, essay writing and others. And coming to reading, you have passages on culture and traditions of Telangana state. Then you also have soft skills and value orientation. Now, what are the reading passages? Reading passages of semester 1 are intended to develop reading skills along with introducing the culture, tradition, arts, handicrafts and history of our Telangana state. Now, reading is an important skill and all the students have to develop it, because the better your reading skills are, the better your writing skills become. Reading is directly proportionate to writing. Listening is directly proportionate to speaking. So if you listen more, you speak well. You read more, you write well. So reading techniques are there. Reading for comprehension, skimming, scanning, thorough reading, intensive and extensive. So semester 1, reading passages, we are going to introduce all these techniques to you. And the short story, it is studied as the reading comprehension. They say short stories and the play also. Now, what is the importance of reading? I needn't stress it again. It's an important way of getting exposed to the English language, and exposure increases your communicative competence. You become more proficient, and when you become more proficient, you gain more confidence to speak. If you don't know anything about a subject, then just pouring mere words or text into your mind is like pouring water into your hand. You can't retain much. So in order for you to retain much, you should improve your reading skills. You should read a lot. You should expand your vocabulary. So whatever reading passage is given, you can retain it. That is the technique. What's the purpose of reading? Reading to search for information, that is scanning. For quick understanding, skimming. And reading to learn and to integrate information. When you read for all this, you get the knowledge to evaluate, to analyze a passage critically and use this information for future purpose. And reading for general comprehension in many cases is for reading for interest or for entertainment. Now skimming, it's often skipping words, sentences, sometimes even paragraphs that are not important, and try to get overall understanding of the text, like a movie review. Scanning, you don't read contents from cover to cover. Instead, go to a specific page, specific part, and locate for a particular information that you want the answers for. So you quickly run through and locate that specific item, like some article in a store. Intensive reading, it helps you to build more language knowledge rather than practice the skill of reading. And coming to intensive knowledge, you get to know new vocabulary, you get to practice some grammar, you learn something about the topic of the text. Then comes the extensive learning. This is you read for the pleasure, joy, entertainment. You may read the text selectively without being bothered about the grammar or unknown words or the new words. Like, for example, you read a magazine or a story or a film magazine, Filmfare or Outlook, that kind of an entertainment magazines. What is the benefit of extensive reading? You will get enhanced language learning, like you will get to learn spelling, vocabulary, grammar, and text structure subconsciously. Remember, language, most of the part is learned at a subconscious level. So when you do a lot of reading, those sentence structures, those words, the spellings, they sit in your subconscious mind, and that will increase the knowledge of the word. That will improve your reading skills. That will make you enjoy whatever you read. That gives you more positive attitude towards reading, and there's a higher possibility of developing reading as a habit. Now, coming to your reading passages in your text, for semester 1, a passage is given, you need to skim or scan, do intensive reading or extensive reading to improve your reading skills. Semester 1 has 4 passages. Lesson 1, Chindu Yellamma. Lesson 2, The Million March. Lesson 3, Batkamma. And Lesson 4 is on Hussain Sagar. And today, we are going to do a reading passage about the Hussain Sagar, which is a part of the reading passages of semester 1 from lesson 4. You all know what Hussain Sagar is, right? Now, how do we go about it? I have divided the passage into 3 parts. Each part of the passage of the excerpt has a few questions. Now, you will read the questions, and when I display the slide of the passage, you will skim or scan the excerpt to get the answers. Before we begin, let us watch a short 2-minute video on Hussain Sagar. This accent, it is a film made by a foreigner, a visitor, of course, tourist. The accent might not sound very familiar, but try to understand the main points like the history of Hussain Sagar, the dimensions, the depth of the lake, etc. And Hussain Sagar, most of you know, the center of Hyderabad where Buddha statue is there. That is the lake which connects Secunderabad and Hyderabad, the twin cities. Okay, we'll watch the short film.
Hi all, welcome to Historical Places channel. In this channel you will know the history of Hyderabad. Today you're gonna know about Hussain Sagar. It is a heart-shaped lake in Hyderabad city built by Hazrat Hussain Shah in 1563, during the rule of Ibrahim Qutb Shah. It has spread across in the area of 5.7 square kilometers and is fed by pure water called River Musi. A huge monolithic statue of the Gautama Buddha was established in 1992, stands on at the middle of the lake. It is separate the Hyderabad from its twin city Secunderabad. The maximum depth of the Musi lake is 32 feet. On the occasion of World Tourism Day, a heritage site of India was declared the Hussain Sagar Lake as Heart of the World by UNO on 27 September 2012. The road on the Tank Bund had widened in 1946 when Mirza Ismail was Prime Minister of Deccan Hyderabad. Further widening and beautification of the Tank Bund took place during 1987-88 by the then Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh Nandamuri Taraka Rama Rao with the addition of fountains with dancing waters and colored lights at night. The Pakistan M47 Patton tank is a war trophy which has given to the 54th Infantry Division disabled people when during the Battle of Bassinter in Pakistan, during 15 December 17, 1971. An 18-meter high monolithic statue of Lord Gautama Buddha tower over the lake. The idea was a part of the Buddha Purnima project in 1985. The statue was chiseled out of a white granite rock, weighing of 450 tons. The statue was transported to Hyderabad in November 1988. After starting problems, the statue was erected on 12th of April 1992 on a Red Lotus pedestal in the surrounding of Hussain Sagar, Lumbini Park, NTR Gardens, Berlimander, Sanjeeva Aya Park, Prasad's IMAX. Thank you for watching this video. Please do subscribe for more interesting videos.
So that's a tourist who made this short video about Hussain Sagar. The accent is slightly different. But then, okay. Now Hussain Sagar, as you all know, it is as old as the city of Hyderabad. The next slide shows the old Hyderabad and the lake along with Tank Bund. You will see the mint compound, old offices, the hillocks and the typical rocks of Hyderabad, the Deccan Plateau. Hyderabad and the entire Deccan area is very well known for the typical rock formations. I mean, the way they balance, it is a geographical or geological marvel which is very, very specific for the Deccan region. And you can also see the country club and the Saidan Imam's tomb in the background. And look at the old Hyderabad. Look, this is the new Tank Bund. Look at the water level, the old kind of buses and so much of greenery. And here to the left side of it, you see the mint compound, the structures, and at a distance you find the, what do you say, country club and other old structures here, this area. Then this is the where you find the Saidan Imam's tomb here, another tomb and the palace here, where historical things between the Mughals and the Golconda Empire were signed actually. Treaty was signed at this place, Tank Bund. Now, I'll introduce you to the first part of the reading passage. The questions that you need to find answers for are: who built Hussain Sagar? When? What was the purpose? How long did it serve the purpose? What has it turned into now? And what is Buddha Purnima project? I'll give you 2 minutes of time to read the passage and then answer the questions. Here is the passage. Questions: who built Hussain Sagar? When? What was the purpose that it was built? How long did the Hussain Sagar serve the purpose? What has it turned into now? And what is Buddha Purnima project? I'll keep the time for you. Take 2 minutes of the time to read the passage. One more minute. So who built Hussain Sagar? When was it? What was the purpose of constructing the lake? How long did it serve the purpose? What is it famous for? What is the Buddha Purnima project? So Hussain Sagar Lake was built by Hazrat Hussain Shah Wali. When? 1562. This was during the reign of Ibrahim Quli Qutub Shah. What was the purpose? To meet the drinking water and irrigation requirements for the city. Imagine, the now murky waters of Hussain Sagar was actually meant to provide drinking water and irrigation purpose for the city. For 3 centuries, that means for 300 years, the lake was used for the purpose it was built. And the water used to come from the river Musi. When the Musi got polluted, then there were inlets where the water came from Gandipet. Now it is considered an important tourist destination and a popular landmark that connects the twin cities of Hyderabad and Secunderabad. Now, what is this lake famous for? The gigantic statue of Buddha. This was the Buddha Purnima project where the Buddha statue was erected, and it took 200 sculptors. Sculptors are the people who make statues. 200 sculptors worked for 2 years of time to chisel a 450 tons of white granite rock into the Buddha statue. After preparation, the statue weighs 350 tons and it is 16 meters tall. It was commissioned or ordered for in the year 1985, then transported to Hyderabad in 1988. There was a minor mishap and accident. Finally, it was erected on the red lotus-shaped pedestal on 12th April 1992. I hope we've got all the answers correct. These were the questions. Who built when? The purpose. For how long did it serve the purpose? For 300 years. What is it turned now into a tourist attraction? What is the Buddha Purnima project? It was a project wherein a 450-ton granite rock was commissioned and 200 sculptors worked on it for 2 years to make the statue, which is erected on the pedestal in 1992. We'll move to the second part of the passage. These are the questions. What is the speciality of Tank Bund and the Tank Bund Road? What were added to the road? What is Necklace Road? What attractions came up on Necklace Road? What kind of water sports does Hussain Sagar host? What is the speciality of Tank Bund and Tank Bund Road? What were added to the road? What is Necklace Road? What attractions came up on Necklace Road? What kind of water sports does Hussain Sagar host? These are the questions you have to find the answers to. This is the paragraph. I mean, the picture itself, the paragraph itself is self-explanatory. If you watch the pictures down, so questions, what is the speciality of Tank Bund and the Tank Bund Road? I'll give you 2 minutes to read it. And while I watch, I'll keep the time for you. Your time starts now. These details were actually mentioned in the previous video that we watched. Okay. Now, what is the specialty of Tank Bund and Tank Bund Road? Specialty of Tank Bund Road is it connects Hyderabad and Secunderabad. The road was broadened in the 1980s. And what were erected there? Lawns were made. 33 statues of famous personalities were built alongside the road as part of the initiative to beautify the city. Then in 1990s, Necklace Road was constructed. What was the purpose? To take the increasing flow of traffic. Then soon, the Buddha Purnima project arranged for the nearby Lumbini Park to feature more musical fountains, a variety of bonsai plants, boat rides to Buddha statue, and this resulted in Tangband becoming a popular destination for tourists and locals alike. So people started flocking to Hussain Sagar, and there are many water sports also, like yachting, then there is sailing, there is boating, then there is rowing also. Every year, Hussain Sagar has an international sailing competitions and yacht competitions also. So that is the speciality of the Hussain Sagar Lake, Tangband and the Tangband waters. I hope you got all the questions right here. Now, the next one. What have become the symbol of Hyderabad? What were present nearby? When do Tangband and Hussain Sagar become very busy? What happened to the lake eventually? And what steps are taken to preserve the lake? This is the last part of the passage. Try to read it and answer these questions. I'll keep the time for you. You can see what has become the symbol of Hyderabad. What are present nearby? When does it become very busy? What happened to it eventually? Now, how is the lake viewed now? Give you 2 minutes, read it. The pictures I have put here down are self-explanatory to what happened to the lake. When does it become very busy? What have become the symbol of modern Hyderabad? Other than the high-tech city? Because what were developed nearby? When does Tangband become very busy? What has Hussain Sagar become? Unfortunately, what has happened? Now, what is the National Lake Conservation Plan doing? Okay, Tangband and the statue of Buddha have become a symbol of modern Hyderabad because the first city's power station, the transformer, the electricity power station, the mint compound where coins were minted, currency was printed during the Nizam's time, that and a telephone exchange were developed nearby the Tangband, near Hussain Sagar. And Tangband becomes very busy during the festival of Ganesh Chaturthi, we all know, where the idols of Ganapati are immersed in the lake. It is no exaggeration to say that the lake has become an integral element of Hyderabad and Hyderabad's history. But unfortunately, what's happened? Over the years, the lake has shrunk by almost half the size. From 24 square kilometers of area, now the lake is reduced to 13 square kilometers. And this is a cause of concern as the National Lake Conservation Plan has pushed for efforts to be made to conserve and restore Hussain Sagar. So much of pollution is dumped into it. So many statues are immersed in it. That caused a lot of pollution. So this is the last part of the text. Now, this is an entire, not leaving the first part, is an entire part of the second and third part of the passage. Try to read it once again. I'll give you some time. I'll keep the time for you. 2 minutes to go through it once again. quickly go through it. If possible, read it very loudly. That will improve your pronunciation. Okay, I hope you have read it quickly. Now, coming to the overview of Hussain Sagar, when was it constructed? It's as old as the city. It was constructed for the purpose of providing drinking water and water for irrigation to Hyderabad and Secunderabad. And the purpose was served for almost 3 centuries, 300 years. Later, all the pollution started. And Tank Bund has become the landmark for the city. It's become an identity for Hyderabad. Necklace Road was built. Buddha Purnima project was a huge project wherein a monolith statue. Monolith is a statue that is carved out of a single rock. It was brought from Raigiri near Bongiri. That rock was procured and 200 sculptors worked for 2 years in chiseling that Lord Buddha statue, which was installed on a rock in the middle of the Hussain Sagar lake. Then Necklace Road was constructed. Nearby greenery was constructed. Lumbini Park is there. There's People's Plaza, where the center, like Market Square kind of a thing, where you have exhibitions, lots of cultural activities, the government activities, and lots of things happen at People's Plaza. Your book exhibition. Every year in December, Hyderabad Book Fair happens at People's Plaza. At the same time, any kind of horticulture exhibitions or arts and crafts exhibitions, they all happen at People's Plaza. That's a huge place. All these are developed around Hussain Sagar Lake. Now the lake conservation is full on. People are trying to purify the Hussain Sagar, remove the pollutants, and block the industries which are releasing their pollutions through the Balanagar Nala, the Kukutpalli Nala, and different nalas which are dumping their industrial pollutants into the lake. That is now taken care of. And there is also lake police protecting the lake. And more about Hussain Sagar is, as you have all read it, this is the largest man-made lake in entire Asia. Origin of Hussain Sagar dates back to almost of Hyderabad when it was built on the tributary of Musi by Sufi saint Hussain Shah. Till 1930, the lake was used for irrigation and drinking water requirements. The historical significance is it is on the banks of this lake that the treaty between Mughals and Golconda was settled. And there is also a monument of Qutub Shahi which stands 1.5 kilometers east of Hussain Sagar, which is now in a very dilapidated, pathetic condition. The Archaeological Survey of India is trying to protect it and rejuvenate or refurbish it. And the flora and fauna of Hussain Sagar. Whenever there is a lake, there'll be greenery, there'll be aquatic life, there'll be lots of birds. And Hussain Sagar was very famous for its delicious morel fish. Morel fish is the coramino, which is a freshwater fish. And it was very huge fishing industry. And weekends, people used to go to catch fish in Hussain Sagar. And Hussain Sagar was once a stopover point for the winged visitors, which are the birds, including flamingos, and some birds come from Siberia. So for some reason, the PowerPoint kind of stopped. Anyway, let's continue. Okay. So there were many flamingos and birds used to come as far as from Russia, Siberia to this Hussain Sagar lake, but now it's more or less like a dead thing. Bird watchers say that migratory birds, while choosing the lakes for their stay, look for availability of food, safety, and quality of water. Quality of water went down. Availability of food, it's not much. All the birds that we find now are the common coot, that is the water ducks, swamp hen, black-winged stilt, Indian grey hornbill, little gabby, and etc. And these are the ones which are found around, spotted around the lake of late. So some good news. Though there are many attractions around the Hussain Sagar lake, our responsibility is to protect this man. Let me again share the screen with you. Sorry for the short network issues, students. Let us continue. Let's continue about the Hussain Sagar. We have seen the history. We have seen the purpose. The purpose was to provide drinking water and to provide water for irrigational purposes for Hyderabad and Secunderabad area. Hussain Sagar served the purpose for almost 3 centuries, and Tangband has become a landmark and an icon for the city. Later, the Necklace Road, Buddha Purnima project, Lumbini Park, People's Plaza, all of them were developed. And Buddha Purnima project was a huge project wherein a single Buddha statue of 16 feet outer was carved by 200 sculptors for 2 years. And finally, the final version of the Buddha statue was made, which weighed 350 tons. That was installed in 92 in the center of the Hussain Sagar lake. There's Lake Conservation Police, the force which is taking care of the lake. More about Hussain Sagar, it is the largest man-made lake. And it was built on the tributary of river Musi by the Sufi saint Hussain Shah as a gratitude to him. And the lake has also got a great significance because on the banks of this lake, the treaty between Mughals and Golconda was settled. And there's a monument of Qutub Shahi which stands at almost 1.5 kilometers east to the Hussain Sagar. Now, flora and fauna of Hussain Sagar. When the lake was almost 25 square kilometers, it had visitors from the flying birds which migrated all the way from Siberia to Hussain Sagar. They stopped there, flamingos were there. Now it is almost become a dead lake, but the aquatic life was also brilliant in the Hussain Sagar. The freshwater delicious marl fish was very particular delicacy of the Hussain Sagar lake. But now all is gone because of the pollution. But now bird watchers have recently reported that the common coot, purple swamp hen, black-winged stilt, Indian grey hornbill, and little grey bay, they were spotted around the lake in recent times because of the increase in the green cover. And on the Necklace Road, you have lots of bats living there. Yes, bats. Now, Save Sagar, Save Rocks. Though there are many attractions around Hussain Sagar Lake, it is our responsibility to protect this man-made lake. Please do not dump plastic or idols into it. Most of the depressed souls try to jump into the Hussain Sagar Lake to commit suicide. That's become a huge headache for the lake police. They're always on the guard and they catch these people and they counsel them. And the Boats Club, which is based in Hussain Sagar, It's a very old club, and it helps the NCC Navy cadets to get trained in sailing, yachting, and paragliding, and most of the things. So next time you visit Hussain Sagar, not only get selfies with I Love Hyderabad, but along with the heritage marvels, you have to take the photographs. Like, for example, there is this Saidanima's tomb, which is on the banks of Hussain Sagar, now in total neglect. But you have to see the architecture and the sculpture. The style of this building is so beautiful. This is very, very rare kind of a style of construction that you don't find in entire Hyderabad. This tomb is way apart and very different from the other tombs. You also have the Rotary Club Children's Park, which used to, towards the right side, you see this, that used to have an aquarium for all the children of Hyderabad. And next to that, there are the cup saucer kind of a design where children play a lot. Now they're all turned into fountains. Lastly, I'm going to play you a video on the places to visit Hussain Sagar. This is for 8 minutes. Watch it and enjoy.
Love Hyderabad statue was recently inaugurated by KT Taraka Ramarao, IT Minister, 25th November 2016, which is going to be another selfie spot for the Hyderabad citizens.
The tank bund.
Another important place near the Hussain to visit is Birla Mandir. As cameras are not allowed to the top, it cannot be shooted inside. So I'm giving the full view of from outside only.
The Birla Temple has
From
the
the Birla Mandir, you can almost view the 70% of the city. This Birla Mandir is fully made up of marble.
Birla Temple is situated on the monolith rock. You can see the Naubat Pahad, it is called. The Buddha statue. This is the Buddha Purnima project. This is the Buddha Purnima project, and the monolith single statue you can see covered from all the sides, which 200 sculptors worked for 2 years to make it. At night, towards the evening, it's a beautiful sight to see. The panels have stories from Lord Buddha's life, Jataka tales. That's a view of the Tangbund. You can see the snow world. Boating is a very popular pastime of Hyderabadis.
Another important place to visit is Prasad IMAX if you have enough time. First thing to do is try to watch a movie in the IMAX large screen, especially in the large screen. Worth watching of which.
This is the Prasad's IMAX. And the person who shot the video recommends that you watch a film in the large screen. Large screen is different, and there's a 4D format which is also different. This is the Necklace Road, which leads to the People's Plaza, where Hyderabad Book Fair is held every year. That's the open area where the book fair is held. Eat Street, it's called. You get all kinds of eateries here on the Eat Street.
Another place to visit is Jalavia, which is a water theme park, and where you can have a lot of fun with family and friends.
So Jalavihar, the water theme park where you have lots of water games and water sports meant for family and children. Next to that, there is a small park for children. That's Yogi Bear Park. This is water park, Jalavihar. That's the video. A short 8-minute video made by a student, a fan of Hyderabad. So thank you for watching, children. I hope you have understood the richness and the speciality of Hyderabad, especially the Hussain Sagar Lake. When it was constructed, what was the purpose? Now what has it turned into? So it is our responsibility, it is your responsibility to conserve the lake, to protect the nature, to protect the flora, fauna, and to protect it in every sense so that people can have a beautiful view of the city, some freshness, some water body, so that it is our duty to protect it. The lake conservation is in full swing. The anti-pollution board is trying to reduce the pollution of the Hussain Sagar cleaning. Bachao Hussain Sagar, Clean Hussain Sagar. A movement has also started that is also in progress. So in the next video lesson, we will look at a different reading passage. Till then, stay home, stay safe, wear masks whenever you go out, and keep yourselves safe. Maintain 6 feet distance also. Till then, stay tuned. And if you like my channel, if you like the video, you can subscribe to it and click the bell icon so that whenever I post a new video, you can get the notification. And if you have any doubts, Any comments, you can post in the comments section. I'll get back to you. Thank you very much for watching. Stay safe. Good day.